I can't reach over the radiator. So.
No.
Why not?
Because too lazy to get out of my chair.
I know. I just wanted you to admit it.
It's not a secret.
Well, guys, I recorded an intro for this video, but it was basically tied into that header video because I did both at the same time. If you guys watched that, you would have seen, I would say there's going to be possibly some overlap between them, which I think I edited them pretty good that they don't really have any overlap. But we are actually back from LS Fest. If you guys listen really carefully, you could probably hear in the background, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how obvious it'll be on camera here in the cam, but hopefully you guys can't hear it because there's gonna be a whole video of letting you guys hear and see it on the dyno and everything. But if you can hear it, I guess this is a little bit of a spoilers. But sounds pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video of installing the cam. It's not really like educational step-by-step because I think there's enough of those on the internet. You guys can search cam install 5.3 cam install Silverado cam install and you'll get tons of videos on how to actually do it. This is just kind of vlogging, following the process of the build. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. See you guys. Ooh. I don't know if the camera's bouncing as much as it is for you guys as much as it is for me, but it seems to be dancing. But I know that this phone has really good video stabilization, so hopefully it's not too crazy right now. I need to get a new mount, which I have one. I just need to swap it out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.
It's not a 10? That's a surprise.
Well, it's a China special, so I think, yeah, it has nuts on the back as well. So maybe open that on the back side. She said, "Oh, you gotta hold that nut."
I'm not here to work. I'm just here to bust jokes. So I'm good for it.
Yeah.
And won't Parker be there too?
Parker's supposed to be there.
Nice.
Cody's going crazy with his vet, trying to get it put back together because it was blown apart for years.
The picture he put up.
Last time I think we saw it run, it was twin turboed.
It still is, but it's got more goodies.
I don't think these guys really know what they're doing, which is really funny considering that they pretend to have a YouTube channel and know what they're...
Pretend to have a YouTube channel?
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
you guys
it's
aren't
not
watching this on YouTube right now.
It's all just pretend. It's all
Weird.
smoke and
It was
mirrors.
just stuck to the rubber. Yeah, the grommet.
So Steve, maybe walk us through a little bit here on this video. What exactly is Miguel's task today? What do you guys got going on that you're working on?
So we're tearing apart the front end so that we can just pull the cam straight through here.
And
Nice.
it's easier for me to... I can't reach over the radiator. So.
No.
Why not?
Because
Too lazy to get out of my chair.
I know. I just wanted you to admit it.
It's not a secret.
mind you guys, Miguel's an old friend. We're not trying to insult any crippled people out there. We're just trying to insult him.
Hey, 2/3 of the people here are crippled.
Well, technically all three of us, but we don't talk about my mental
You're
handicaps.
Mentally crippled.
Yeah, we leave that out.
Crippled hand in
Crippled bodies.
What do you guys think of Miguel's new wheels? Those are fire out.
Look like freaking Lightning McQueen.
Yeah. finished off the other day. We've got most of the front end removed here. We were able to get valve covers pulled, rockers, push rods pulled on both sides. We won't dig into pulling the springs just yet though, because we need to get the cam set first. Okay, he's got the cover removed. And we are getting ready to pull that bad boy.
So use your water pump bolts to pull this out.
Is that a trick of the trade,
Yeah.
you would say?
Si, senor. Try to cut this down. Probably a little too
Need some
long.
snips or something? Talk me through what you're doing there. Shoving the dowels in what part of the...
So right here in the block, there's the lifters are about right here. But if you don't, so you just spin the cam, and you stick these dowels in there, so the lifter doesn't. When you pull the cam out, the lifter doesn't drop into there. Problem is, if it drops, then you won't be able to get the cam in, and then that's trouble because you actually have to pull the head off to get the lifters out, because the lifters sit underneath the heads on these trucks, on these engines.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, but if that lifter drops, then you gotta pull the head off to get the lifters out, and then you'll be able to get the cam in, but it's gonna cost you a lot more work.
So dowels are important as you spin it.
Yeah, so as you spin it, the cam lobes push the lifter back in their trays, and then you stick the...
And that ties in with what we were talking about, compressing the springs later on, right?
Similar. So on the valves are right here, but same thing. If you let the spring off and you don't have the piston up to hold the valve in place, the valve just drop. Problem is, after that you can't get it. You'd have to actually pull the head off. So
more trouble, yay!
Yay.
We're gonna avoid all that today though.
A few moments later.
I did.
what if we turn the engine?
I was nervous too. Side-by-side comparison of the old to the new. Look how shiny it is. But not for long. Because we gonna lube it up, huh?
Have to. Can't stick it in dry.
So where are you at, Steve? I know Miguel and I finished the timing chain cover, the gaskets, we got the cam locked in. We're gonna wait on cleaning it because I think you and I were gonna jump into springs, right?
Yeah, so I had this idea to put this wire in the spark plug hole. We can rotate the crank, and as it gets to top dead center on that piston, it should be pushing the wire up, and then as it reaches and starts to turn back around, we'll see that it starts dropping back down, because every single piston has to be at the top for us to swap out the springs so that the valves don't fall down inside the motor.
That sounds like it's a good idea. All right.
Because I don't want to pull heads.
Definitely don't want to have to pull heads. That sounds awful.
Especially being on a time crunch anyway.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday, and you're getting your tune done this coming Monday.
Yeah, the dyno tune is scheduled on Monday.
Yay for time crunches. But Miguel's gonna finish up cleaning those valve covers. Steve and I are gonna work on getting the springs replaced. Is that what I was understanding?
Yeah, so we're doing LS6 springs.
Okay, so we are upgrading. Nice. We like upgrades.
Yeah, it's not really a necessity for this cam. It isn't a high enough lift where you really need to, but it has the potential at high RPM to start getting valve float. I just don't want that.
We're gonna avoid that. Good call. Okay guys, so we're gonna set you up. Steve and I are gonna get cranking, and you guys can just hang out and watch along. Alrighty, so the piston's on the way down right now, right? Okay, so we're gonna go almost a full rotation around, quarter turn, half turn. That's coming up.
Yep, starting to head back up already.
3/4, and almost a full turn here. Tell me what you're feeling, Steve. And I'm just doing tiny incremental turns.
Right there. Well, we didn't get a lot recorded yesterday, but I want to show you guys where we left off last night, and we'll go from there. We got all of the valve springs swapped out, which we didn't record that because it was actually a huge hassle. So they're on, the valve covers are on, the coil packs are bolted back on there. Obviously the front end's back together with all the accessory drive stuff, water pump, new Lingenfelter 180 degree thermostat, and got the fan back on there. So we are getting along here, which only got a couple days left before the dyno tunes, so got to get after it. So if you guys watched the header install video, you would have seen that actually I think you only saw that one of the spark plugs got broken. There was actually two that got broken. The ceramic got hit with I think the stock exhaust manifold as they were coming out, and actually cracked the ceramic on them. So I've got some new spark plugs to go in. I also picked up a new set of wires because two of those got damaged. Long story, doesn't matter. But two of those got damaged, so I've got a whole new set of MSD wires. And I did pick up this DEI protective boot, these fire sleeves, to protect the wires from that header, just in case any of those get close to it. I don't want them to melt, so we've got that to protect those. I guess I'm gonna start putting them in. If any of you guys are curious where to buy either the wires or the fire sleeves, heat sleeves, whatever you want to call them, I got both of those from Summit Racing. I ordered them on Sunday night and I got them Tuesday morning, so they were incredibly fast. Got them to me really quickly, which is awesome. So if you guys need some parts, not a paid advertisement, but Summit Racing is awesome and I buy a lot of stuff from them, so check them out. So I'm sure that most of you know how to install a spark plug, but might as well show you guys what I'm doing. So we got our spark plug here. Gotta find that spark plug hole. And this one actually isn't too bad. So on the factory exhaust manifold, this back one kind of sucks, but there's actually quite a lot of clearance there with this header for that back one. These other two weren't great, but this back one's not too bad, so that's nice. Especially when you're already reaching, like you don't want to have additional things to make it harder. So the fact that we got more clearance there works for me. We got that finger tight. Grab the ratchet. Get it in there. I only got a couple clicks out of that, but kind of hard to get where we're at right here. But just snug that up. So I've got my spark plug wire with the boot on it, or boot protector on it. And I've got a little package of dielectric grease. So I'm just gonna put a little dab of dielectric grease on both sides. You don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. Get all these spark plug wires on. couple seconds later. But I didn't record an outro for it either. Mostly because I think I was just so busy getting the truck ready. So, whatever. I didn't record one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys hit the like and subscribe. Because there's a lot more truck content. There is a lot more content for my other vehicles as well. So we've got a lot of Cooper S autocross content, especially because we're just starting the season now. So need to get suspension on that. So there'll be a lot of that coming. And you guys, if you just kind of like cars in general, like me, you guys will probably like that too. If you're just here for the truck or LS stuff, there will be some more truck stuff. But I know I need to get some work done on that Cooper S. I need to get some work done on the Jeep, which I have a lot of parts for both vehicles. So there is a lot of content coming. And motorcycle stuff. If you guys like motorcycle stuff, we own 4 motorcycles. So one I picked up as a complete project that is going to need a few things to get going. Another one is another complete project that's going to need a lot to get going, but I'll be doing something really cool and custom with that. And the others you've probably seen in the backgrounds of the videos, or just even watched me painting the Mean Streak. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. It hasn't been really popular, so whatever. But hopefully you guys, if you're into that kind of stuff, take a look at that. There will be some more stuff coming for the Mean Streak. Just slight more modifications, I guess. And then my R1, I gotta get that back up and going. I haven't ridden that since my really bad motorcycle wreck, which was not on the R1, it was on a Harley. It was really bad. So, need to get that thing back up and going. I've got some modifications to go on that. Got a dyno coming on that, and hopefully a lot of motorcycle content coming too. So, that was a big rant, letting you guys know about everything that's coming. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe. See you guys soon.